distance obviously at the end, um, and for a number of reasons, some of which are under our control and some of which aren't. We need to take care of the ones that are under our control.
Turnovers were a problem all game for you.
Just not very strong with the ball. Bottom line, got to get stronger with the ball.
How do you do that?
I think you can drill it over and over and over, but I think there's a toughness that comes with handling the basketball, and we've got to do a better job of it. There's no doubt about it. They do a good job. I mean, they've got a nice team. Hulls is a really good player, very probably as undervalued as anybody that I've seen around, because he understands the game, he makes people better, he makes the right decisions at the right times, and just generally controls the game. I thought he did that tonight. And then obviously they got a bunch of talented scorers, and you know, when Sheehy and those guys are shooting it like they shot it tonight, it's a hard team to beat.
How hard is it to attack a team that can bring a guy like Sheehy off the bench? I mean,
yeah, I mean, you got to get to that point if you want to play at the highest level. I mean, you got to play teams that bring guys like that off the bench. We've got to have guys come off the bench to be able to do some of that stuff. You know, I think that's the bottom line. But yeah, he's a good player. He's a good player. You don't expect to play. I mean, Indiana University is going to have scholarship basketball players that can really play. It's going to be more than 5 deep. I mean, that's the bottom line. So you're not going to ever have a weak link out on the floor, and that's what, you know, I was talking to our guys about how much I appreciated Pritchard, because Pritchard got on the floor a couple times for loose balls and did really hard things, and you know, he's a guy that doesn't play anymore versus what he used to do, and I appreciate that, because there's been a lot of tough things that kid's been through, and now he's really embracing his role and doing a good job. So, you know, I hope that they have a great year, and you know, certainly have a very good team.
Brad, you stayed with them pretty much in the first half. What really changed in the second half?
We just didn't sustain. We did not sustain, and that's got to be something that changes for us to be the best we can be. Does that mean we would have won the game? No. I mean, anything could have happened. They could have won. We could have won. Whatever the case may be. But you know, you got to sustain energy, focus, discipline with the ball, discipline in your assignments, all of those things.
Krishan, what did you notice different in the second half, how they defended you to kind of keep you in check?
I mean, they really didn't change up much from the first half. It's just I needed to be more tough with the ball, and I didn't do that throughout the game.
Right, you seemed to stop them inside, but when they got to the three-point line, that was the difficulty.
Yeah, we didn't. You know, I thought a huge key in the game was we had great defensive positioning in the first half, and we had our hands in our pockets, and they shot threes 2 or 3 times late in the half. And now, instead of going up, being in the locker room up 3, you're down 3. You know, Sheehy just raised up and shot it. Hulls, we close out the Hulls in the corner, and we got our hands down, which is obviously a no-no. Watford just raises up and shoots one right in front of our bench. And hey, when those guys get going, that's what they do well. I mean, they shoot it, and when they feel good, they really shoot it. And I thought we did a pretty good job of contesting them in the 2-point range, but we were poor challenging in the at the 3-point.
The Smith-Zeller matchup was pretty good, didn't you think, defensively?
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought Andrew had a couple looks early that I'd like to have back, and I think he'd like to have back. But he's a fighter. I mean, you know, I think one of the things about Andrew is here's a guy that was very lightly recruited coming out of high school, and you know, shoot, good for Andrew. He's really turned himself into a pretty good player, and as a sophomore, he starts in a national championship game. I mean, it's really remarkable when you think about it. And but he's got to get better, and he's got to embrace getting better, and he's got to be a real go-to for us. We've got to get him the ball and get him finishing in and around the hoop.
Sean and Kyle, what was it like playing down here in this arena? What was it like to get a chance to come down here and play? You at home very often? What was it like?
I mean, it was definitely a great feeling coming into this. I've heard a lot of things about this arena. I heard a lot about the fans, about how the arena looks. It was definitely something I was anticipating, something I was excited for. I mean, like any other gym, I feel like it's just any other gym at the end of the day. I just feel like it's still tubes, 94 feet. That's all you have to worry about.
Kyle, what did you think the difference was in the second half to the first half?
I think our guys, we just we just gave up on a couple plays. That was a few things that we really harped on. There are definitely a lot of hustle plays, like Coach said, pressure diving on the ball where we could have gone on the ball. There are definitely a couple plays where we should have gone on loose balls, but we gave up. I can hold myself accountable on numerous things like that, but that's definitely things where we just gave up. We felt like we should have done it in the first half, like we did in the first half.
Brad, Butler was probably going to benefit from this experience, irrespective of the score. What do you take from this that you think you can build on, or is there anything?
I'm not
You're not sure.
So it's it's only a benefit if you change. That's the thing. I mean, it's an experience otherwise. And so there's some things we need to change, and whether it be personnel, whether it be lineups, whether it be focused attention to detail, whatever the case may be, we've got to change because it doesn't get any easier from here on out. I mean, it's going to be hard every time we take the floor. I mean, we proved that the other night. The bottom line is we've got to play to have a chance to win.
Right, can you talk about Zeller and how different that makes them to prepare for having a guy like that on the roster?
I don't know how different it is because we never played him without him. So he's a good player. He's a really good player. He's a guy that can score around the rim. He can shoot it, even though he shot the one short. He can really shoot. I think he's probably as unselfish a guy as you can have, and to have a star come in and be unselfish is a really important thing because if he wasn't that way, then it wouldn't be as easy for them to want to go to him all the time.
Brad, Ronald ended up getting to the rim frequently. I think maybe scored one time. Did you say anything to him, or do you want him to circle and bring it back out in those situations? Or
We've got to, not specific to Ron. We all have to do what we do well. We have to put our teammates in position to do what they do well with our play, and that's something that we've just got to get better. And Ron's greatest strength is he's an ultra competitive guy, and sometimes an ultra competitive guy tries to do things at the end of the game to make up, to hit a grand slam when all you need to do is hit a single, and that's just what you'd rather have an ultra competitive guy than not.
Brad, have you figured out early on in the season what kind of team you have right now and what you need to do?
Oh, I know what type of team we have. I don't know that we have to work on our consistency and our performance throughout a 40-minute game. There's no doubt about that. And, this hopefully, like David said, benefits you down the road because you learn to play in an environment, you learn to react, but we did not react well. So we'll see if we learn. That's the bottom line. You gotta learn from it.
Good. Do you guys get right back out there on Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think it's good. I mean, it's good. These guys will like that because we won't. Practice will be a little muted, but I think that we've got to worry a lot less about when games are on our schedule right now, and a lot more about playing good basketball. And I that's what I'm going to be consumed with. I think these guys are young college guys. They got a lot going on with school and basketball, but hopefully we can get better.
Brady, take away a positive from this. What would it be tonight? Can you find a glass half full in this one?
The game's over.
I want to get better. I'll tell you 2 weeks from now, 3 weeks from now, 4 weeks from now, a month from now, and certainly in March. That's what we got